Alright, typically barbecue and grilling is a man's world. Everything we fix is steaks and barbecue and things like that. Tonight though, we're going to fix some grilled Mediterranean scallops. And scallops are one of the really most, I think, sexy foods out there. They're full of protein, they've got great flavor, they're very easy to cook. The key is you don't overcook them. And then put a nice Mediterranean rub, do them on the gas grill. Your better half, your significant other will love you for these Mediterranean scallops. Alright, let's talk about scallops. When you go to your local butcher or your seafood place, the key with scallops is to be able to smell them. If you smell a real fishy, strong odor, and they have kind of a cloudy, slimy feel to them, don't buy them. When you smell good scallops, they ought to have really just a slight fishy scent, if any at all, and almost a sweetness to them. So that's the key when you go to find good scallops. Alright, we're kind of creating a rub for the scallops. The first ingredient we're using is some thyme. You want to kind of crush it up in your hand, bring out the flavors, because it's dried thyme typically that you're using. And then we've got ground fennel that we've ground up in a coffee maker. And the third ingredient, we're doing about equal portions of each, is some dried leaf oregano. Drizzle them with a little olive oil. And then we're going to add a little bit of that rub that we created with the fennel seed, the oregano, and the thyme. Alright, if somebody were to come and look at my grill, they would think I'm a real pig. And the reason for that is that you have all the residue left on the grill from the last cooking. But I'm going to show you why that is not a problem. In fact, it's a good thing. Alright, sorry for the interruption. This is totally off the subject, but something funny happened and I had to share it with you. It gets kind of dark here in Indiana come about December. It's usually dark by about 5:30. So if I'm grilling, I got to figure out a lighting source. So I got one of these things. Clipped it on the top of my grill, pointed down on it. Lighting was perfect. In fact, the first vision, I think, or the first frames had this lighting. So I come back in to put the scallops, put their rubs on the scallops, and I go back out and I try to turn this thing on. Doesn't come on. Thinking, daggone it, it's a light bulb. So I check the light bulb and it's tight. So I'm thinking it's got to be a light bulb. So I come back in to get it on the light bulb. All of a sudden behind me, there's a big old flash. Little did I know, the cord of the light was draped over the top of the gas grill as it was warming up before I cleaned the grill. Here's what happens. Not a good situation. So we did a rest with flashlight. I've learned a valuable production element. It will never happen again. We had a slight technical difficulty. Basically, the electrical cord was on top of the gas grill and burned it. So a flashlight is what I have. But anyway, if you'll notice the grill still looks dirty, but what we do is we get it really high, let it sit for about 10-15 minutes on high temperature. It burns off everything. You clean it, finish cleaning the grate like this, so all the stuff that was there before is gone, but you still have the quality of the grill, which is because of all the cooking of oils and things you've done on here that's been released from the meat. It stays on and it helps it stay fairly stick-proof, which is real important for seafood, by the way. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start turning the scallops. It's been about roughly 4 minutes. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a nice little grill mark there. They're not sticking at all to the grill because I didn't play with it. I let it caramelize on the bottom which brings out the sugars and creates kind of a protective layer between the scallop and the grill. If you start playing with these things too soon, they'll fall apart on you. But if you let them cook like they should, you're going to have an easy process of cooking them, and you'll have a nice caramelization, nice grill marks throughout the scallop, and a great experience. I can't wait. God dang, let's get out of here. Alright, we've got them off the grill. Man, they look perfect, caramelized. Now we're just going to add a little bit of a lemon, then a touch of salt, and we're ready to plate them. Alright, we're going to put it on a bed of cheesy grits. Put just a little dash of kicker on there. Arrange the scallops on the grits. Fresh parsley. Alright, seriously, nobody cares. Rate me a 1 and nobody subscribe. But come back to barbecue my way. I'm kidding you. Give me a 5 and be sure to subscribe. Look forward to seeing you again.